Hello everyone. In this video we will discuss about the paging structure and how could be the implementation of paging takes place in the system. So whenever you talk about paging, which means we will be going with the memory management unit in order to mapping the address from virtual to physical. So in order to get the physical address, what the CPU will do, so it will get the help of memory management unit, and it will translate the address that is generated by the user, which is nothing but the virtual address, and that could be translated into the physical address. So this is what which we are calling as a mapping technique, and this technique can be done only with the help of memory management unit, and that could be embedded with the CPU package. So what happens here, in order to perform this mapping technique, so we are actually going with two technique, that is paging and segmentation. We can also combine this as into one technique, so we will see that later. So in this paging technique, all the process has been divided into several partitions, and those partition which we are calling it as a pages, and in the main memory also we will divide the space into several partition, and all those partition are said to be frames. So we are actually mapping the address which is generated by the user is said to be the virtual address. So with that virtual address, we cannot fetch any of the instruction or any of the content from the main memory. We need actually physical address. So in order to get it, we are actually going with this mapping technique, that is paging, in order to receive the physical address so that we can get the actual content that was stored already in the main memory. So what happens here, whenever you're trying to implement the paging concept, so your paging technique must be done faster, which means the mapping must be done fast. So whenever you're going with the mapping, so that is one of the feature that you should follow whenever you're using the paging technique. And the second step is uh, large page table. So which means if you have a large virtual address space, then obviously you will be getting the very large page table. So you should satisfy with the large page table, and then only we can work and we can achieve the output in efficient manner. So here, uh, how to achieve these two steps actually, so how can we get more faster? So if you are trying to execute a very simple instruction, and that in order to execute that simple instruction, it takes only 1 nanosecond, which means you want to copy the content from one register to another register. Suppose you have two register A and B, and now you're just going to copy the content from B to A. So what happens here, the execution time of this instruction is nothing but just 1 second. But if you implement the concept of page table, so anyways you have to fetch, no need of fetching the memory here, isn't it? So no need of fetching the memory, because you're going to fetch the content only with these two register, and you're going to translate the content from B register to A register, so no need of getting into the memory. So what happens here, even if you implement the concept of page table, so it has to search everything with the page table, and again from the page table it can access the content in the main memory. So it takes actually, so referring the page table takes actually 0.2 seconds or nanoseconds in order to complete their execution. So if it is a very simple instruction, so implementing the page table and going through all the page table, only if you want to execute the instruction, it takes more time in some cases. So if it is a very large process, then obviously if you go with the page table, then it could be more efficient. So what we are doing here, and so whenever you are just working with the large virtual set of addresses, obviously you should have very large page table. So say for example, if you are working with 32-bit address or 64-bit address, what does it mean? So if your laptops or whatever, nowadays we are actually working with the laptop or desktop, must be getting the address only in the range of 64-bit or in 32-bit. So earlier days the traditional operating system will support 32-bit address, but nowadays we are actually working with 64-bit address, which means there could be these how many number of pages which are possible we can have in the virtual address space, which is nothing but 1 million number of pages. So if you have 1 million number of pages, then obviously in the page table you should have 1 million entries. So it could be a very large page table, so you need to satisfy that much of a page table uh, in the system. So this is what I mean, so this is what the page table that we are just following. So as I told, in order to execute for a very simple instruction like this, if you are going through the page table, and if you actually not necessary to fetch any of the content from memory, because we are dealing only with the register. So in that case, referring the page table is unnecessary. So it is not necessary to go to the page table and all. So we can have another concept is said to be translation look aside buffer, which is nothing but TLB, translation look aside buffer. So it is a kind of temporary storage, so which we have for storing the number of pages. So instead of going to the page table, because it is not necessary for executing the simple instruction and it takes more time, so what we are doing here, we are implementing the hardware related process with the CPU itself. So which means in addition to the memory management unit, we have one specific hardware is said to be this TLB, which is nothing but translation look aside buffer. So this a temporary kind of a register which we are having in the with the I mean in addition to the memory management unit. And now whichever the page entries we have, so that could be stored in this TLB itself. We are not going into the page table concept. So here, and also one more disadvantage what we faced in case of page table, which means we need to store everything in the main memory in addition to all other remaining process. So each and every process has their own page table, so it may occupy much amount of a space in the main memory to holding all these number of page tables. So in order to avoid it, so we are just having one common page table entry, so that is what TLB. And this TLB holds some number of page entries, not the entire list of page entries. So it will hold some number of page entries, and we will be accessing based on the address provided in this page entries in the TLB. We can access the content or the instruction from the main memory. So this is what are all the fields that we can have for the TLB entry. The first one is valid field. It's supposed to intimate that whether that page is a valid or not. So we know already what is a valid page. Suppose if the page is not available in main memory, we can call it as an invalid page. So whether the page is valid or not, so that we can get it from this field. And the next one is virtual page number. So as usual, whenever you're going with the page entries, you need to receive one address from the user, and that address is said to be virtual page address. And then modified bit, so if suppose this page has been modified or not, so that we can know based on this field, modified field. And the next one is protection field. So protection field will allow you to have some different access like read access, write access, or execute access. And then page frame, so accordingly for this page, what could be the frame number, so that we can get it from this field. So these are all the field values that we can have for this TLB, in the same way what we can have for the page table entry. So here what we are calling it as a hardware TLB, because if this TLB has been embedded with the memory management unit, and since it is a hardware TLB, so we are not providing any of these related issues to the operating system. The memory management unit itself take care of this hardware TLB. If suppose the corresponding page whatever we are referring, so that is not available in TLB, then memory management unit itself transfer that particular page from main memory to this TLB for execution purpose. So it will not provide the control to the operating system to take care of this kind of issues. So this is what hardware TLB. Uh, So the next one is we have one more technique is said to be software TLB. So under this software TLB, it is not said to be the kind of a hardware, which means we have not embedded this TLB concept in memory management unit. So we are just providing the control entire to the operating system itself. So operating system should take care of, suppose if the page is not available in TLB, then it has to check with the main memory, and afterwards it will transfer that particular page into the TLB for further execution. So this is what the difference between the hardware TLB and the software TLB. So why we are calling it as a miss, which means in case of page tables, if the referring page is not available, means we can call it as the page fault. The term which we are using to mention that kind of issue is said to be page fault. But here in TLB, if the referring page is not available, then we can call it as a TLB miss. If the page is available, then we can call it as a TLB hit. So while we are talking about the miss, TLB miss concept, so we can go with the several misses that were available. First one is the soft miss and the next one is the hard miss. So let us see what are all these misses, which means soft miss is nothing but if suppose the referring page is not available in TLB but it is available in main memory, then we can say it is a soft miss. Suppose if the page is not available in main memory itself, we need some of the external device in order to get that particular page, which is nothing but the hard disk or any other secondary devices. We need to transfer it from that particular disk to the main memory, and again that we need to transfer it to this TLB. This is what hard miss. Which takes more time. So this hard miss is extremely slower than the soft miss, which means soft miss, which is nothing but the page that we are searching is not available in TLB only, but it is available in main memory. So very soon we can get that particular page from the main memory. But suppose if the searching page is not available in main memory itself, that is said to be hard miss, which means we need to transfer it from any of the devices. I mean secondary devices such as disks. So in addition to all these things, we are just calling it as not with the miss. In some textbook it is mentioned as the page fault itself. So it should be a minor page fault and another one is major page fault. So minor page fault is nothing but soft miss and major page fault is nothing but hard miss. So minor page fault means if the corresponding page is in main memory itself but is not in TLB. If the corresponding page is not in main memory itself, which is nothing but major page fault. What do you mean by page table walk? Suppose if you are just using the page table concept, and we need to search out in the page table in hierarchical manner, which means if you have multi-level page table, so that is also possible. So we can have many different structure of the page table. So it may be maintained in case of hierarchical manner, or it may be in some other structure like inverted page table. So any of the structure whatever it is following, based on that we can get the particular entry in the page table. So if you are going through all the entries in the page table is said to be page table walk. The term which is used to going through all the entries in the page table is said to be page table walk. So these are all some of the specific terms that we are actually using in case of TLB as well as page table. So and the next one is yes, so this is about the TLB miss as well as the TLB hit, and next one we will discuss about the structure of the page table. Thank you.